What up, folks? Back in the shop on a Wednesday, trying to finish the work here on this deck lid, trunk, whatever you call it, wherever you're from. But yeah, as you know, or you may recall in previous episodes, and as you can see, we got heavy rust or rust scale, whatever you want to call it, that we need to clean up. So we've been doing that. This side is getting there, but I'm trying to work now all the way across the entire surface and get it where it needs to be. So got the compressor fired up, building pressure, and we're about to start crunching this work out. Once we finish up there, then I'll transition and try to expose bare metal on the whole thing. It's gonna be better overall for the paint process and better for facilitating the repair we need to do on that keyhole area. So yeah, man, it just doesn't stop around here. We keep going, we keep pushing, trying to get the mission accomplished. The work goes on. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get to work, and I'll come back to you guys in a little bit with some progress, show you guys what we were able to knock out today. Thanks. All right, guys, so finally, after about a couple hours, finally got all the heavy stuff knocked off of there, down to the metal all the way around, and man, it was a mission, boy. A lot of work, a lot of material. Look at all this sandpaper I blew through. Quite a few sheets. Partially because I was trying to get it done as quickly as possible, so frequently changing the paper because you get the best bite when it's fresh, you know. It was doing the most justice for me. But yeah, man, now all the little dents and dings and imperfections are quite obvious, and overall it's in good shape. We have a couple of funky spots, like right there and right there. Those are the main two imperfections outside of that. So we'll be working on that. We'll still also continue to sand on this deck lid. I'm gonna go over it again. I mean, I've been using 40 grit, so I'm gonna go over it again with some 80 and 120 or whatever to just try to make it as nice as possible. But we don't want to spend too much more time on it. We spent a lot of time on it. I think it'll be worth it in the long run. Once we do the necessary body work on it and get it 100% flat. So I got more work to do, like I said, but overall, finally at a point to where I can say the heavy lifting is done on the deck lid. So we're down to a good surface now, and we can build on that and get this bad boy A1. The thing is, I opted to spend the extra time and do this with this panel is because it's a big panel, right? And it's right in your face, it's obvious. So you don't want to have that give you problems. It would have been easy to just go over it, all that rust and crust, but that's the dummy move. It wouldn't last. What sucks now, though, is I got this rust dust all over the damn place, all over the car. But we'll deal with it. The 63, I was messing with this a little bit today, too. Put the new ignition module in the distributor. Boom, she fired up one time. And now all of a sudden I don't have spark again. So I don't know. I got to check my 12-volt supply line to see if I got a bad crimp or something. I got intermittent power. But I'm so sick of that, man. I need to, now it's a little more pressing for me. I want to get this car moved so that I could roll the chassis. That's way outside there, sitting there ready and waiting. I'm trying to get that bad boy underneath this beast. So, you know, we got to get the car running. So it's almost there, though. I confirmed my suspicion, at least. I'm wondering, what the hell? Why is this car not starting? And sure enough, that like new distributor I had on the shelf had a bad ignition module. So we'll see. Could be something else going on too. Maybe I didn't got the coil wire loose or something, but we'll get it straight. But back to the Deuce. What you guys think, man? It's coming along. Now would probably be a good time to try that fast etch stuff from Eastwood to see if it would dissolve or encapsulate some of this crust. But damn, I don't know. I wonder if this car was in a hailstorm or something. There's a lot of, you see all those little predominant dark spots are a little dense, man. Little dents here and there. Some of it could be corrosion too, but no. When I rub my hand over it, when I take a look on the angle, it's all little dents. Amazing, huh? But I guess when a car is this old, you can have that. I'm sure it sat outside and God knows what the hell bounced off of it. But that's what we're working with, so we're gonna make the best of it. Nothing a little bit of filler can't fix, you know? So we'll keep pushing with the car and think about what's next. I think in the next few days, no rush, but in the next few days, I'm gonna work on this some more. I'm gonna continue to sand on it and try to get all that little haze and rust off of there. I mean, we're down to the metal. I don't want to go too crazy, but there still is a little bit of surface rust. I want to clean as much of that off as possible. Then we're gonna start applying a bit of primer and some filler. So there it is. That's what we got for now. Once we get that together, I also in parallel hope to get the 63 out of the way, get the 67 out of the way, and get the rolling chassis out here underneath the car. And that shouldn't be too tall of a task, you know. We already know what's going on with this. We got some minor distributor drama. This car starts no problem, and the chassis is out there. That's gonna be a little bit of a challenge because got to do it by myself, and we got to pull it in and then swing it to the left, you know. And even before doing that, I can't forget, we still got to lift the damn body up so that we can get it underneath there. So yeah, I can't forget about that. I need to do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow also. So I think the plan for tomorrow is probably minimal work on this bad boy, but we're gonna probably spend some time working on this bad boy, hoping to resolve the ignition issue, get that bad boy running, moved up out the way, so we can then lift this up. If everything goes well and we don't spend too much time getting the 63 running, then we will get this lifted up tomorrow also. But worst case, it'll be a Friday thing. And yeah, I mean, we're making progress. I'm happy with it. Sometimes it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but the beauty about this is I can just look back at the videos and see how crusty this damn deck lid was, you know. So it may not look like much to you guys, but I already know the work I put in on it, so it feels good to at least have it to this point. That's the, you know, I'm over the hump now. Now I just gotta finesse it and get it to where it needs to be. And we'll do that. And with that said, I think it's a good point to stop the video. Appreciate everybody taking the time to watch and follow along. If you like the content, hit the like button, share, subscribe, tell a friend, do your thing. I'm your host, Shawnee C at Motor City Customs, doing the most, trying to get the Deuce ready for the streets. Appreciate everybody. Take care. Be safe. See you again soon. I'm out.